Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Zach, hope you're well today. Let us not stall any further and jump right back into Pseudoregalia. What do you mean I have to do shit? Why do you need to run an install script? What the fuck? That was weird, anyway. What do you mean? Yeah, thanks for the quote. Anyway. So at this point in the game, I believe I'm only missing 3 of the 5 major keys. So we are very likely finishing this today. Good, staying dry and runescaping. We're gonna cool it down a fair bit. That's nice. Glad to hear you're good. And I'm pretty good myself. Thanks for asking. Played a tiny bit of Final Fantasy VII earlier today. Got past carry armor, finally. With the help of regen. No! Not sure how close to the end of Final Fantasy VII I am. But I guess I'll see. Right, so where do I want to go from here? I know there's a major key back in Castle Sands that I have yet to get. Was that like this way? Probably. No, this goes to Empty Bailey. But oh well. About 2/3 to 3/4. Not counting optional content that I may or may not have done. I've done like next to nothing of the optional content. Which I guess is the main reason I got my ass handed to me in several of the boss fights, etc. guess while I'm here I'll go get the major key that's in tower remains. Yeah, that one up there. Can I get it from inside though, or do I have to do the outdoor platforming? I'm pretty sure I can get it from here. There we go. I didn't stop straight after carry armor. I did do about like an hour or two worth of the main story after that. I got to where you like go back to Midgar, the start of that section. That's like where I stopped for the day. Oh! Come on. What any weapons that you had? I did the diamond weapon fight, which I believe is mandatory for story progression anyway. According to the walkthrough I've been consulting. Right at the end. Oh, okay. That's good to know. Why am I going back here? I can just... Okay. Does this take me to the... Yes, it... Ah! Why would you do that, man? That one was totally on me. I've been like weirdly sweaty the past few days. Alright, don't be an idiot this time. Good. So what does this do? Something. Yep, that's the third major key, so I'm only missing 2 at this point. Oh. Using that one switch opened this. Wait, fucking 16 of these? Are you fucking kidding me? I ain't doing that shit. Now then, over to the underbelly. Where another major key awaits our acquisition. And we can get to it. Can we get to it through here? Yes, yes we can. Probably gonna finish this pretty quickly as well. Unless I like get utterly lost and spent literal hours looking for the last major key. But I do know it's in Castle Sensa. So once I get the major key from here, I'll just head over there, see what I can do. Be careful. get that new account way before you said you would. Started a couple days ago. Final Fantasy VII? Or something else? Oh, RuneScape, I see. Someone said dictate. But then again, who am I to talk? I tend to have a pretty addictive personality. Like when I bought Balatro, the full version back when it came out, that game literally stole my life for like 2 entire weeks. Dunk. Alright, so just need to get up on that middle thing. And now what I can do, now that I have this throwable thing, is activate that switch over there. And subsequently do that. I'm just trying my darnest to remember where exactly I dropped my first playthrough of this game. It might have actually been like the literal last major key that I got stuck looking for. But now we have 4 of them. So we only need 1 more. In order to be able to unlock the final boss. Sends a cape. And as mentioned, we want to get to Castle Sensor, i.e. Or actually, was it Sensa Keep that it was in? It was like... I do see something behind here. That might be like a... Maybe not. Yeah, I don't think I can even get up there. Alright, I didn't do this section yet. Or did I? No. Okay, I know how I can get up there. Almost. This game does suffer from a bit of a camera problem. There we go. Even if the camera is technically like... Might I be able to just... Yes, cool. That should be on the same level, so I think... Yeah, I heard something move out there. Probably the big gate. I am curious as to what's over here. I don't think we need to do that. To beat the game. Not this way. Never mind, we do need to do that. I do believe. Come on. Really? Zip redemption? Thank you. Oh, fuck, I'm sweaty. Okay, so... Do you mean I missed that? Okay, that's not so bad actually, maybe. Except it is kinda bad with this fucking camera. Oh. Not that way. Okay, so... grab the... Okay. Now I remember where I abandoned my first attempt at a playthrough of this game. This fucking section. This was the one. God damn it. Grab the fucking pole, you bitch! Okay. Why the fuck did you not jump? When I specifically fucking told you to. That's gonna be a great quote out of context. Fuck yeah. I even almost did it that time. Grab the pole. Oh. There we fucking go. Finally got there. Okay, so... yeah, that was a mistake. Tiny bit too close for comfort, that one. We did it, though. Are you telling me I have to go back through that shit? Or maybe killing this guy will. Like open up a shortcut. That appears to not have been the case. Z fighting. Ugh. Tiny bit scary. What made it? Oh, this is open. Sure, I'll rest. Alright. This one looks simple enough, so... Oh god. Oh god. Actually kinda sorta doable. With what I just tried just there. Hell yeah. Okay, so that big switch, I'm guessing is gonna like... Yep, that's open now. So smack this one more time. There it is. And with that, the game is effectively beaten. Bets on me beating the final boss whip before we hit the 1 hour mark? Place them now. Just need to get to the tower. Might as well also stream FF7 at this rate. I'd want to start a new playthrough if I did that. Although, not the worst idea, maybe, necessarily. Perhaps. Now, I'm thinking I'll fill the time with, like, Balatro or some shit. If I do end up beating this within the hour. Yeah, I guess that works. Let us open the door. Look at these moves. Is that a missing texture or is this meant to be black? Whee! Actually using the lock-on this time around. Music's pretty cool in this fight. Where'd you go? Ouch. Ouch. Again. Quick heal. Okay. Kind of an easy fight, not gonna lie. I don't mind it though. Probably meant to be easy. Could be. Just another moth not beating the balls allocations. What the fuck is that? I don't know, but we wanna get away from it. What? I dodged like right into that. So not much of a dodge then, eh? God damn it. Ah, fuck. Oh no. Ugh. Got pretty close though, I feel like. But just gotta be a tiny bit more careful. What the fuck? Oh, I think it like saved my progress in the fight. That's pretty cool. A tiny bit more careful, I mentioned. Shut up! I'm doing my best, alright? Might have witnessed a little bug right then and there. Okay. Probably a safeguard in place for the sword so that it doesn't fall into the... Okay, I heard glass breaking. That's a good sign, I think. I think we've got this in the bag, pretty much. Hell yeah. Didn't even take an hour. Not really the kind of person you wanna hang out with, right? I barely remember what she was really like at this point. Oh, sorry. You're probably wondering who I am. Honestly, I don't really know anymore. Nobody special, I guess. Don't be so hard on yourself. But then, that's the whole reason you're here, right? I get it. I can't just hide here forever and pretend I don't exist. Well, game got existential right at the end here. I'm sure I'll find something worth being awake for. Maybe I'll finally get into photography. That'd be nice, I think. So thanks, Goat Bunny Cat Lady. ... Sibyl? Got it. I'll make sure to write it down as soon as I wake up. I don't wanna forget you too. God Bunny Cat Lady is your favorite superhero. Mine too. Actually no. Still more partial towards Spider-Man. ... I'm sure you've got someone else to help out, right? So yeah, thanks. Take care, Sibyl. Alright. Pseudoregalia has been beaten. Very cool game. And Zach, you owe me those channel points that you redeemed for the zip. Unless you wanna bet something else that I didn't beat the game within the hour. Thanks for the other save redemption, though. Now then. It's barely been an hour. What do I want to fill the time with? Tiny bit of distance, maybe? Or Isaac? Or Belatro?
GG eat goat bunny cat lady curry.
I don't think that'd be very tasty. But thanks for the bits. Maybe... Was this the site? Yeah. Some tier list bullshit? Maybe? Yeah, why not? Put some music on. Some of my own music, of course. Anime Girl Smash or Pass on the front page. Alright. Let me know if the music gets too loud. Why not? I probably won't know most of these, but... Oh, fuck me, that's a lot of... Okay, maybe not that one. Relationship red flags. Also, I should... Just chatting. Alright. Zoom in a tiny bit. Oh, I can even like... Okay. So, different political alignments. Yeah, I kinda wanna say depends on the context. Yeah. Invested in politics. Again, depends on the context. Practice a religion I'm not involved with. Leaning towards doesn't bother me. But not fully. So, minor thing, I guess. Lives with parent, not a problem. Chews loudly. Minor. Orders the fast food option at specialty restaurants, not a problem. Picky eater. Not a problem. Inconsistent communication, not a problem. Dismissive of your feelings or opinions, definite red flag. Controlling, definite red flag. Lack of accountability, definite red flag. Unwilling to address or resolve conflicts, could be a problem. Passive aggressive, could be a problem. Lack of emotional availability, red flag. Excessive jealousy, red flag. Constantly negative, red flag. Disregards boundaries, red flag. Doesn't have the same music taste whatsoever, not a problem. One-uppers, what the fuck does this mean? Start page to the rescue. Yeah, start page, not Google. If I do something... Ah, right, I see. Depends on the context. Excessive compliments, depends on the context. Never compliments could be a problem. Only compliments physical attributes. Leaning towards minor thing? Yeah. Constantly late. Now, as someone who's usually chronically early to appointments and whatnot, this I do start to have a trouble with. Not quite a red flag though, so... Kinda torn between could be a problem and depends. I'm gonna say could be a problem. Last minute cancels could be a problem. Good to service or retail staff, red flag. Does not have a single close friend. You're always early too, probably just because of unreliable transport as a non-driver. I see. I don't blame you. I wanna say it depends on the context. Yeah. Brags about how good of a liar they are, red flag. Goes to the gym every day, not a problem. Never go to the gym, not a problem. Has a mental disorder. Depends on the context, I wanna say. Because I do know some people with mental disorders. Like legit mental disorders. And they're still nice people, ultimately. So, yeah, I'm gonna say depends on the context. Neurodivergent, so am I, totally not a problem. Neurotypical, not a problem. Makes plans for the future without consulting my preferences, red flag. Longest relationship never lasted more than a month. Could be a problem. Multiple exes within the same year, red flag. If they're talking to fairies and leprechauns, you want to know what they're being told at least. Never been in a relationship, neither have I, not a problem. Puts a lot of labels on themselves. Depends on the context. Constantly brings up an ex, red flag. Lacks empathy, red flag. Males with only male friends, females with only female friends. Not a problem. Males with only female friends, females with only male friends, not a problem. References outdated gender roles. Could be a problem. Actually, no definite red flag. Can find their whole life on social media, could be a problem. Loaded, calling them outdated. I think I sort of agree. No drama, please. Could be a problem. Very. Why is that a red flag to 59% of people? I'm gonna say depends on the context. Only hobbies include a TV, video game, or computer, etc. Minor thing. Nothing wrong with one woman coming to her own conclusion to be a housewife, only issue is the income needed to support a household. Yeah, that much is true. One word replies, red flag. Talk shit behind their friends' backs, red flag. Is the victim in every story they tell, red flag. Depends how far you wouldn't date someone who had a fursuit and went to cons. That's totally fair. Act like they're better than everyone else, red flag. Always feel the need to prove themselves, could be a problem. Rude to parents, red flag. And text incomplete sentences. Minor. Attention sponge. Could be a problem. You have to make all the big plans, could be a problem. They wanna make all the big plans, could be a problem. Always on their phone, could be a problem. In celebrity culture or reality TV, red flag. Bad hygiene or does not take care of their health, could be a problem. Always want to eat out now. When you say eat out, now I do know what this means. Depends on the context. Likes going for drinks often, depends on the context. Struggles with keeping a job, depends on the context. You know where I'm going with that. That you do. Calls themselves a nice guy. Red flag. Females who affectionately refer to their friends as bitches. Minor. Swears a lot. Not a problem. Is against swearing. Not a problem. Likes spicy food. Definitely not a problem. Dislikes spicy food. Not a problem. Likes sweets. Not a problem. Come on, man. Fast food is their favorite genre of... Does not have a degree nor working towards one, not a problem. Has a lot of debts, could be a problem. Never traveled outside of their hometown, not a problem. Wants kids. Kinda sorta not a problem. Again, though, depends on the context. Because, like... I'm mostly thinking about, like, how far into the relationship they would pop the question. How far into the relationship the subject of having kids comes up. I'll try to sci-fi fantasy lobster with a side of JRPG rice, please. Never heard food described as having genres. Anyway, yeah. Depends on the context. Does not want kids, not a problem.
Plap 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 get sacknant get sacknant.
Thanks for the bits. Needs a lot of personal space, so do I, not a problem. Likes cartoons, not a problem. Hates cartoons, not a problem. Talkative online, but silent in real life, not a problem. Your friends do not like them, could be a problem. Extreme involvement with parents. Depends on the context, yeah. As an addiction, could be a problem. Only texts me at night. Well, I'm not up at night usually, so could be a problem. But at communicating, could be a problem. Describes their exes as crazy, definite red flag. Cheated in the past. Yeah, red flag. Needs to be reassured often. Depends on the context. Disrespects animals, red flag. Trust issues, red flag. Doesn't understand pop culture references. Not a problem. Parents track their location. Okay, this is an interesting one. Trying to think of reasons like why their parents would need or want to know my partner's location at all times. Your exes are crazy though. One had to take medication for it and talk to a specialist twice a week. Mother had her kids taken away from her. Aw. That's kinda sad. I'm gonna say this one depends on the context. Smokes. But how much? Depends on the context. Just drugs. Depends on the context. Bad at driving. Not a problem. Excessive thirst for anime men / women. Yeah, could be a problem. Overly quirky. Depends on the context. Extremely indecisive. Depends on the context. Has a very specific coffee order. Not a problem. What's TikToks in real life? Minor thing, I guess. Gamer, not a problem at all. So am I. It's a stuffed animal collection, not a problem. What the fuck is this list? Like, for real. Female with masculine hobby, male with girly hobby, not a problem. Anger issues could be a problem. How would I know they're recording TikToks unless they told you? Or you also knew they were TikToks? True. True. Had reasons on again, off again relationships. Could be a problem. Does not like when you are with friends, red flag. Says they do not care. Depends on the context. Refuses to try your hobbies, not a problem. No motivation, dreams or goals. Depends on the context. Won't let you use their phone. Depends on the context. Plays obscure music only, not a problem. Doesn't like music. Like the entire concept of music. Just doesn't. No, they'd have to be Amish at that point. Could be a problem, I'm gonna say. Early bird, not a problem. Night owl, not a problem. Chronically online, could be a problem. Disney adults, depends on the context. Racist comments as a joke. Yeah, red flag. Dark humor, not a problem. Watches porn, not a problem. Does not ever dress up for a date. Depends on the context, yeah. Tries to act cool, depends on the context. Assumes familiarity very early on. Singing is a major part of Amish churches, and some songs take over 15 minutes. Wow, now that's a revelation. I'm gonna say depends on the context. Love bombing. I almost wanna say red flag. But I'm gonna say could be a problem. I love you very early on. Could be a problem. Forgets the important holidays or anniversaries. Could be a problem. Calls you daddy, wants to be called daddy. I'm gonna say depends on the context. Green flag for you. Believes in conspiracy theories. Depends on the context. Tries to convert my beliefs. Red fucking flag. Has no filter. Not a problem. I don't believe in zodiac signs, horoscope, astrology. Depends on the context. Throws away leftovers. Depends on the context. Goes with the flow, not a problem. Road rage. Depends on the context. Wants to live together within the first year before marriage. I'm kind of 50-50 on this one. Like, for me, it would ultimately depend on the person. Depends on the context. Doesn't make time in their schedules to see you. Red flag. Emotional outbursts. Depends on the context. Solves disagreements with the silent treatment. Red flag. Constant self-deprecating jokes. Depends on the context. The child from a previous relationship. Depends on the context. Got us questions about you. Always wants to split the bill. Not a problem. Expects me to pay for everything. Red flag. Needs to borrow money a lot. Could be a problem. Or personality revolves around one thing. Could be a problem. Say you don't own them until marriage. I mean, from a certain perspective, you don't own a person even after marrying them. So, like, I don't entirely get this one. I'm gonna skip that. Always change the plans to better suit them. Depends on the context. Can't handle me at my worst, don't deserve me at my best. Could be a problem. Miss high school, depends on the context. Unsure about their sexuality. Minor. Constantly wants to take selfies or take photos together. Minor thing. A lot of noticeable tattoos. Minor. Needs the relationship to include sex, not a problem. Constant messy living space, not a problem. Express any issues during the relationship, could be a problem. Have to do everything together. Yeah, could be a problem. Cancelled eye contact during conversation. I mean, neither can I, really. So, not a problem. Lack of social life, depends on the context. Not their first marriage, again, depends on the context. Treat you like their therapist, could be a problem. Not an active listener, could be a problem. Say you don't own them until marriage. But this again, depends on the context. Right, so we have 20% red flags. 21% potential big problems. 25% depends on the context. 6% minor. And 28% doesn't bother me. An interesting breakdown. Now then, let's see what else we have. Is there like a general gaming category? I know there was at one point. YouTube and streaming. YouTubers, I probably don't even know that. I recognize some of these. Still not doing that though. Magic the Gathering, what do we have here? MTG waifus. Do I even recognize half of these? Well, there's Tomio, Emrakul, Giza. I think that one's Narset. Azusa, Liliana, Izoni, Chandra. Yeah, not enough of a basis for me to do this, really. Colorite entities. Some of those YouTubers were dead or inactive. Tends to happen. Commander ban list. Braids. Just braids. I love that that's a tier. How far in did I zoom this now? This is adequate. I don't know if I want to do this. Metal. Games. Mascots horror, eh. Of course, half of these are like fucking horror games. Or horror game related. Massive indie game tier list. Might as well take a look. Alright. I'm guessing I'll do the ones that rank the ones off of this that I have played. Which probably won't be a whole lot. Anyway. Shovel Knight. Solid 8 here. That's probably a Toho game. Skullgirls. Fucking S tier. Hollow Knight. Well, from my experience, with the game, I feel like it'd be between A and B. A for the presentation, B for the gameplay, I feel like. I'm gonna say B tier. I've played Rain World, but not enough to really be able to judge it, I feel like. Cuphead, B tier. Sorry, not sorry. Had in Time, A tier. Super Meat Boy, S tier. Bloodstained Ritual of the Night. Easy 8 here. Cave Story. I'm gonna judge this based off of the Plus version. And that is... solid 8 here. Just an Elysian Tale. Has been a while since I played that, but do remember enjoying it, so 8 here. Freedom Planet. Solid 8 here. Baba Is You. Beat here. Only because I don't do puzzle games well. Raid. A good game that I never finished. Easy 8 here. Celeste. Bought that just a while back, but haven't played enough to be able to judge that really, so we'll skip that. Downwell. Fun game. 8 here. Battle Block Theater. S tier. Hi Tunas. How are you today? Going good here, thanks for asking. Doing alright, glad to hear. Never finished that either, but a solid 8 tier game. Journey. 8 here. Whose game is there, Pog? Yeah. Limbo. Yep, 8 here. Amnesia: The Dark Descent. I've played that but never finished, so... Axiom Verge. Definite 8 here. Recently played it full in one sitting. Nice. Streets of Rage 4 being there on a technicality bit, despite being a Sega IP. Anyway, where was I? Bastion. 8 here. Means you've beaten exactly one game on this list. Play more indie games, man. God damn it. OG Binding of Isaac. If you know, you know. I enjoy Rebirth more. Originally Speeds here. It's a funny game though, sometimes some things are tedious to get. Feels like the case. Feels like that is the case with a lot of like sort of sandboxy games. You have a handful of from here. Some you've played for like an hour. Fair, fair. Broken Age, did enjoy that. Up until the hexipel wiring puzzles. Just way too fucking egregious with the randomization in those. And I ended up just dropping the game at that point. For what it is, though, I'm gonna say it's an A-tier game. Don't know if I played it. Give it a solid B. I haven't played the Goose Game. Personally. What else do I recognize in here? What have I played? Dusk. Not quite S tier, I feel like. Close to it, though. I'm gonna say A tier. Goat Simulator. Yes, I have played that. B tier. Sorry, not sorry. Her criticism is mostly with the controls. Weird to control, but the animations are spot on for the ghouls. I see. Iconoclast. A tier. Awesome game. Go play it. Decently long as well. My playthrough of that took like about 15 hours. Ion Fury. I'm gonna say A tier. Indies don't appeals you as someone who almost exclusively plays JRPGs. And presents them feeling to be inspired by cinematic JRPG here. Never that comes close to them, or they're in the category of the dev putting in their hatred of the world. Slash their issues in general straight into the main character. That's fair, I guess. I'm not a JRPG expert, so... take my thoughts with a grain of salt in that regard. Mutant Mud. I played the deluxe version of that. Almost finished as well. Just like one level that I haven't been able to beat. Slight beats your game though. Shovel Knight was fun, though you dropping money when you die made you rage quit. Never revisit it. Yeah. Blame Dark Souls, I guess. Was that out by the time Shovel Knight was released originally? I guess it was, yeah. Hold on, let me look this up. Shovel Knight. ...2011... 2014, yeah. Shovel Knight did come after Dark Souls. I was right. Magica, played a tiny bit of that. Wait, is Mario Kart Legends already out? I did back that on Kickstarter. Nah, no, it's still being worked on. But then why is it even in this list? Momojora. Solid beats here. Lucky's Tale, forgot that was an indie. Thought it was second party Microsoft for some reason. Another game that I sadly have not played. Yeah, there are a lot of games on this list that I haven't played, now that I look at this in detail. Ori and the Blind Forest. S tier, enough said. One of the few Xbox One games you actually remember playing. Nice. Owlboy. Decent game. Never finished it though. For what I did experience of it, I'm gonna say 8 here. Lethal Company is a great co-op horror game. That much I have heard. Oxenfree. Also an S tier game. Pseudoregalia, the game in question that we just finished earlier in the stream. 8 here. Good game. Short hike. Eight here. For co-op it says, for solo it's more like beer law away. Okay. Steam World Big. Eight here. I'm putting a lot of games into 8 here, I'm realizing. Indies are just that good, alright. the Swapper. That was a fun puzzle game. A. Probably one of the few puzzle games that I finished without, like, abusing the fuck out of a walkthrough. Thomas was alone. Also an A-tier game. Actually, you can technically be the smuggest indie enjoyer out of all of Pops with the amount of hours you put into RuneScape. RuneScape isn't indie. Or maybe it is, fuck if I know. I mean, technically... It was made by 3 brothers at the start. I see. But I would imagine, like, how do they fund keeping the servers up? That's my question, ultimately, as to whether it would be classified as indie or not. Geometry Dash, good rage game. Either A tier or D tier, depending on how good you are. Yeah, one of those games. Transistor. Solid A tier. V. A tier. What else have I played? Balatro. Wish I could say S tier, but not quite. Not with the luck I've been having lately. But still, solid A tier. Didn't play many of the games, which I put up there. Usually the ones you played here. Should I still rank Amnesia? Even though I never finished it. Where was I even? Like here, roughly. missed. Is that an indie game? Not entirely sure about that. Ikaruga, pretty sure that's not an indie game either. Definitely starting to run out of games on this list that I've actually played. Terraria till all flesh for me. Eraser after that goes down to be easier. I do have Terraria myself, but I haven't played it enough to be able to really give it a ranking, I feel like. Quop, now that! If Quop is in an S tier game, I don't fucking know what is. Big game, yeah. Tunas knows what I'm talking about. Scorn, still have yet to play that. Peak of Shit Mountain. Fun to watch people struggle with it, yeah. Maybe I'll do a one-off stream of that myself, one of these days. Yeah, the rest of these games I definitely haven't played. A lot of games left out of the tier list, here in my case. But this... out of the games in the list that I personally have played, this would be my ranking for them. So Stardew Valley there, that's also an A for you. I have heard it's a good game. But I don't know if it would be quite my cup of tea. But yeah, we have a lot of A's, a few B's, a few S's. Cute game. It does look pretty cute. From what little I've seen of it. What else might we find in here that we can do? Another indie game list. I'm guessing just with less games. Yeah, basically. Sure you bought Stardew Valley, but you can't remember on what platform. Not in your Steam library. Binding of Isaac. Repentance items. Oh wait, that's on a different site. Like that. I have a... Well, you say only. 140 hours is still a lot. All things considered. Loses charm after a while. I feel like it tends to happen a lot with casual games. At least for me, personally. Gear Solar you still need to play at some point. One of the games that brought a lot of attention to kickstarting games for older consoles. Have I heard about that game? No, pretty sure I haven't. Indie game characters. Considering you have 1,000+ hours in the games, can make you go back and continue, it's not much. Fair, fair. I don't know fucking half of this. Electro vouchers. But there's a fucking spoon voucher. Came out in 2010 for Mega Drive, and was successful enough to get modern HD versions and a Dreamcast version. Was even in the Ouya. Oh. Not about the Ouya part so much. Let's just Doom. Enemy designs. Oh, this has like all of them. What the fuck is that? Legless fatty F. Stardew is one of those which you're gonna play a whole lot. 140 hours is really one playthrough. One of the bosses. Oh! I'm kinda torn about doing this one. Because I'd want to, like... rank these mechanically as well as visually, I feel like. Well, the Icon of Sin is definitely F tier. That's Inferno allowed to cook. I don't know. Doom games. Not even the full franchise. Video list. All Doom games, plus Sigil with expansions. Alright. Doom 2. A tier. Doom 2016, S tier. Astro Levels, D tier. Or maybe C. It has like 2 or 3 good maps. But now I'm still gonna say D tier. Doom 3. Torn between A and B. Maximum Doom was the big one, yeah. The truck used to play very regularly, yeah. Just a bunch of what was basically fucking shovelware. I'm gonna put Doom 3 in A tier. It's not quite bad enough to warrant being B. Oh, you think Doom 3 is a freaking maze? Then again, I have played through Doom 3 enough times to basically know it like the back of my hand. So I guess I'm a little biased. Resurrection of Evil. Never played Maximum Doom. Master Levels was just unforgettable for you. Did you mean to put the unprefix there, Zach? Anyway, Resurrection of Evil. Leaning towards speed here. Then again, it does have the super shotgun, which the original Doom 3 doesn't. But nah, B tier. Totally meant unforgettable. Think you were supposed to put on remarkable. Yeah, that makes sense. Gameplay's definitely A tier, map design is B or C. I guess that's fair. Lost Mission. B tier, I guess. Maybe A? No, B. Doom 64, A tier. Getting Doom 3 to work was a pain through Steam. How so? I was able to play it fine on my system. And this is running Windows 10 at the moment. Not for long though. Doom Eternal, A tier. Sorry, not sorry. Didn't play the Ancient Gods. Had to do a workaround for the built-in DRM. I mean, the only DRM in the game is just the CD key, and when you buy through Steam, the game literally gives you one. That you just copy-paste in, basically. Anyway. Didn't give you one. I mean, did you check the install files? It should be in there. Like a text file. Anyway, Sigil. It's here, I feel like. No Rest for the Living. Don't remember enough about that. Platonia. A. Have it on install right now, apparently, so fair. TNT C tier. And Ultimate Doom A tier. Yeah, I'm happy with this. What else do we have? You're the only person that prefers TNT to Plutonia, you feel? You'll get right along with Mount Pain 27. Classic Doom Demons. Why are there Doom 3 demons in a classic Doom Demon tier list? What the fuck? You think Ultimate in 2016 is S? I did put Doom 2016 into S tier. Could have been called Retro instead, yeah. Oh god. I was gonna say I don't know if I'd classify Doom 3 as retro, but then I realized that game is like fucking 21 years old at this point. Old enough to legally drink in the US. Anyway. Is that like a Doom 2 RPG monster? Or... No way, that's the Doom 64 Pain Elemental. No, it isn't. I'm an idiot. We're getting old. Don't remind me, man. The 360 cast starts getting called retro, it's over, and we might as well be in the care home. Don't some people already call it retro, though? "64 Pain Elemental is the double mouth asshole." Yeah, that one. Anyway. Classic Arachnotron. A-tier monster. Depressingly underutilized. HD gaming as a concept still feels fresh to you. That's fair. Archvile, also A tier. Baron, D. Arachnotron would be as if it took up less room. Yeah. Kind of feel the same way. Cacodemon. Like B tier, I'm guessing? Yeah. Chain Gunner. C tier. Hell Knight. B. Big Imp. Yeah. G tier for the Big Imp. If that is what you mean. Cyber Demon. Yeah, C. Classic Imp. D. Lost Soul. C. Full enemy conceptually, but tiny bit too tanky for their own good, I feel like. Cyber can change the map on its own. That much is true. That much is true. Incubus. B. Pain Elemental. B. Revenant. A. Pinky slash Spectre. B. Spider Mastermind if just for the meme over anything else. Replaying Hell Real 2 on UV again recently. Did you enjoy Cyber Demons more? Help a lot if within fighting. That they do. That they do. F for fuck the spider mummy. I mean, if she had a pussy, chances are I would. I do like spiders. Maybe not quite that much though. Anyway, Shotgunner. B. Zombie Man. Also B. I feel like there's no sense in me doing the Doom 64 ones because a lot of those are mechanically identical to their classic counterparts. Oh, I could have seen F tier. First furry, now spiders. Well, hey, I grew up on Spider-Man. Alright. Still not entirely sure what this enemy is. Actually, wait. Yeah, it is the 64 Kako, just occurred to me. Doom 3. Place between the two other Kakos, so must be. Actually, yeah. Doom 3 Arch file. Kind of a useless cunt, I feel like. C tier. Kako. Yeah, I'm gonna say B tier. A decent monster. Cherub. Alright, but they didn't fight Doom 3 Archval that much. Yeah, you don't see it a whole lot in the game. Cherubs are like C tier, I feel. The Tentacle Men. Fun concept, A tier. Doom 3 Cyber Demon. The cherub is this one. The insect babies. Anyway. Doom 3 Cyber Demon is... C tier. Actually no, D. Guardian. I do enjoy the boss fight. So I'm gonna say B tier for him. Hill Knight. Love the design. B tier. Imps. B. Maggot. B. Maledict. And now that I'm looking at this list, I'm noticing that the only Resurrection of Evil boss that this entire list has is the Maledict. Doesn't have the Hunters. Them jumping onto you when you open a door is freaking annoying. Yeah. I did figure out a way to dodge them pretty reliably once upon a time. Not sure if I'd still be able to do that. Gotta stream the game and find out, I guess. I was planning to do that at some point this year. Replaying Doom 3 and Resurrection of Evil on stream. Anyway, Maledict is pretty solid B tier. Mancubus. I mean, it's a cool design. But mechanically, they're decent enough. B tier. The Doom 3 Pinky. C. Doom 3 Revenant. D. Sabaoth. C tier. Oh, but the Soul Cube strat. Nah, he can stay in the C tier. They ruined your boy. Right. C tier. Buggery. Also C tier. Ticks. A monster that is mechanically identical to the Trite and only appears in one section in the entire fucking game. So, like, why did they even make the ticks? Why are they in the game? Okay, final. Anyway, F tier. Only because they only appear in that one section of the game. And are basically mechanically identical to the Trites. Just useless. Total fucking fluff. Ah, the wraiths. It's a fun concept. An enemy that like teleports around. Or it doesn't really teleport around technically. Or like turns invisible. Anyway, yeah, fun concept. B tier. And basically all of the zombies in Doom 3 can safely go into C tier. Oh, I do have to wreck the Mother Demon. Well... I'm gonna say the Mother Demon is a C tier fight. What the fuck is this monster? I don't remember seeing that in any Doom game. Like... Oh no, where'd it go? There. Like what? Oh! Now I know what that is. Now I know what that is. It's like the little critters that the Guardian spawns. Where did I put the Guardian? B tier. So I'm guessing I'll also put the sperms in there. Yeah. I am happy. The sperms that the Guardian uses to track you. Yeah, those. Anyway. No S, yeah. Surprisingly no S. Very solid A's though. Oh wait, this didn't have the Doom 3 chain gunner either. Well, those I'd probably put in C tier. Anyway. So we beat Pseudoregalia. We did some tier lists. Where it's very comical. Yeah, those two. Shade list. Anyway. At this point, we are going to wrap the stream up for the day. Put the S, sperm to S for sperm. Anyway. Let us roll them credits. And while they roll... Okay, so choices between raid targets are ALVS Joe and BF Gandorf. Leaning towards Gandorf because I haven't dropped by his stream in a while. Raid commencing in 3, 2, 1. On that note, thanks to everyone who tuned in. Not sure what the next thing I stream is gonna be. Just stay tuned and find out. In any case, until the next one, MFG out.
Okay, wow. Hey! MFG, thank you for the raid! Welcome, raiders. We are playing Junk Food 3, map 46. How was your stream?